Hey y'all, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general collective full moon reading. This is going to be for the full moon in Taurus. It was yesterday, November 5th, as I'm recording this. You guys know normally I get first I like to wait until the moon is in that sign, and I try to do it, as close to the degree as possible. But I had a very busy day yesterday, so I wasn't able to record. But anyway, it is November 6th as I'm recording this. We have Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Taurus. We've had Mercury and Mars move into Sagittarius. Venus is at about 29 degrees of Libra, so it'll be moving into Scorpio within the next day or so. But yeah, I'm gonna be starting out with the Black Moon astrology. You guys know, I always say, take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that time as well as the energy is fluid, and the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. So you guys know Taurus is fixed earth energy. It rules the second house, and it also rules Libra. The sun is, the moon is exalted in Taurus as well. So it's kind of like its second home, like the moon likes to be here. So, it deals with security, stability. Because it's Venus, it deals with love, beauty, aesthetics, the things you love, appreciate, and value. So to see where this energy may be playing out for you, you may need to see where Taurus is within your houses. Yeah, I know for me, I've been feeling like I just want to dance and, put on loud music and, really I just been in a dance mode. So, and just feeling really playful. Just within myself, but yeah, let's see what's going on as it pertains to this full moon in Taurus for the collective. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do you need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this full moon in Taurus? It is the opposite of Scorpio, which is fixed water. It also deals with, money. That Taurus energy. So let me just get a few more and then we'll jump right on in. Can I get one more, please, for it? Let's see. What's going on? All right. Love, love. The second house, which is owning, which is the house that's ruled by Taurus. Mm. So with this, what I'm feeling, the second house. Ooh. Then we have Chiron with fire and the fire element, which says desire. And then we have the south node, which is life's debts. And then we have grand trine energy, which is we do have that a grand water trine going on right now. And then we have Venus. So, which is love, which rules Taurus. So, what I'm feeling right now, for some of you, like, just because, you know, like Taurus deals with money, I feel like there's something healing around your second house energy. Especially with Chiron being here right now. Chiron is in Aries. So I'm not shocked to see this fire element here. But with the south node, like right now, the moon is trining the north and it's trining the south node, but it's sextiling the north node with it being in Pisces. And it feels like what I'm hearing right now is what goes up must come down. But it's almost like in a way where like what you put out or you know things you may have invested your time, energy, and effort into, like I almost feel like it's coming back to you. Like I can feel like something like almost like I want to say influxing, but I also want to say surging as well. Um, for you. For some of you, like it could be your money. For some of you, it can be in regards to like your relationships. Um, for some of you, we then have Capricorn IUs and then the fourth house. I feel like whatever this is for you with this full moon, it's being highlighted as almost as if like you're building something new, like you're utilizing, you know, like what you have. And you know, it almost, if I can feel like there's almost like a creative energy being here. Um, where you're taking something like that you developed with the Capricorn IUs and with the fourth house being the roots, you're like building or creating something, like almost from the ground up. Yeah, because for some of you, what I'm getting is like you may have even done some type of, you know, internal healing work for yourself. And I'm hearing like payback, like you're being paid back for whatever you, like I said before, put some time, energy, effort, or even money into something. And almost like I can feel like with this fire element in the south node, like I almost am feeling the Aries energy very strongly. where like you're leaving, like it almost makes me want to say like what's done is done. Um, with this grand trine, blessings and Venus love, it makes me feel like it's time for you to receive. Because whatever it is that you receive, you're using it to either, create or lay the groundwork of some type of foundation that's gonna like bring forth, like it's almost gonna bear a lot of fruit, is what I'm feeling just by, from the tree and those hands. It's protected. You see that? Oh man. Are those hands? Or are they, I don't know, it looks like hands, it looks like wings, I can't tell. Or like a threshold. Oh yes, yes, yes. I love it. Because then we have the moon, which is the soul, and then we have the north node. So it's almost like whatever first, like I guess the best way that I could say it, whatever you're seeing or even feeling with this full moon energy here, it's like you're being rewarded for the work that you've done. And then whatever those rewards are that you're receiving in whatever type of way that they are, it's almost like with the Capricorn I use in the fourth house, is going to be used to build something very long lasting. Like it's almost giving me like the energy of like breaking ground on land that that you want to put your house on. It doesn't have to be that specifically, but that's what I'm feeling. And it's in, what's the word I want to use? It's in ordinance with like where your soul is aligning you. Like for some of you, you're going like you could be it's almost like soul growth, especially with Jupiter here, with abundance. Like it's expanding, like oh, I don't even know how to say this because like there's just not we don't have words for the feelings that I'm feeling right now. So pardon me, but I'm trying my best. Um for some of you, it's what like honestly what you're supposed to do with whatever you're receiving. Like, cause I almost feel like something is being like entrusted into you. Even if it's just by spirit, like it's almost like there's a strong energy of trust. Like spirit trusts you because spirit knows that you're gonna do the right thing with it. Because whatever it is something that's like a part of your soul's blueprint in a way. That's what I'm feeling. Like it's what you came here to do. I like this. I like it. So let's see, Spirit. What's the overall energy as it pertains to the collective for this full moon in Taurus? going on, Spirit? What's the overall energy for the collective as it pertains to this full moon in Taurus? Alright, so we have the Black Moon Lilith card coming out, which says mystery. Right now, is the sun conjunct in Lilith? Because Lilith is in Scorpio. It's not conjuncting yet. It's close, but not yet. Yeah, because I feel like for some of you, like, it almost feels like it hasn't, been revealed to you yet. Because it almost makes me feel like some of you, you may even be feeling like you're about to receive something, but you just can't like quite, see the manifestations of it. Or even if you've been putting, your time, energy, effort, money into something, it's almost like you haven't gotten it yet. We have bottom of the deck is Mercury retrograde, which says reinvention, and I believe Mercury goes retrograde next week. But I feel like with this energy, you're going to get like it's almost like something is gonna come back around to you. I don't feel like it's a person. It could be, but it almost feels like an idea, or what to do. Let me get another one. Can I get another one, please, Spirit? Oh. Yeah. Because it's like, and I was going to say, like, it's just like an inner knowing that you have with Aquarius. I know. And then we have lunar eclipse, which is change. Yeah. Then bottom of the deck, we have the 8th house, which says endings and beginnings. Under that, we have the 1st house, which is the body. It's the 1st house is ruled by Aries, and then we have the 5th house, which is creativity. Ruled by Leo, the 5th house, and then here we have it. I like this, y'all. If I can get this card off. I have with the Taurus energy. And then we have the Cancer, I feel. Energy as well. So, what this makes me feel like is, yeah, there's like an inner knowing. Like, I'm almost getting like the High Priestess energy off of both, with these, I can't even get my words out, with both of these cards, the Black Moon, Lilith card and the I know. Like it's really giving me like a high priestess type of vibe where it's almost like with the lunar eclipse, like you're familiar with, you know, change. It almost makes me feel like you're able to adapt. Like it's almost like you don't um it almost makes me feel like you may be someone who doesn't, you know, fight against, you know, like when it's time to change, like you do it, you know, gracefully. You know, accept it. There's like I'm getting like a level of acceptance because, you know, like they say, the only thing constant in life is change. So I feel like you're someone that is, you know, very well acclimated with, you know, changing situations, whether, you know, you're doing it consciously, or I wouldn't even say you would do it unconsciously, but even if it was unconsciously, it's like because there's a knowing, it's almost like you just move um like in ordinance with what you feel. With the first body here, this first house, it's almost like for some of you, you could be, you know, stepping out and doing, you know, like something creative, but it's because like with the Taurus energy, with the I have, you know, you have, you know, what it is that you need. And, you know, you have the it's almost like you have everything physically that you need, and you go off of, you know, like it's driven by a feeling, like because I'm seeing the Chariot card here. Like you're, for some of you, you could be very you know, very balanced, very, you know, forward focused is what I'm feeling. Very like determined energy. Like because I'm even like I said, I felt like, you know, I want to dance. It's like whatever you're doing, you know, it could be, you know, dancing just as an example, but even the body with the fifth house of creativity, it makes me feel like, you know, whatever you're doing, like you, it's almost like it like the only way I can explain it is like it's like you almost dance with life freely, like you're kind of in like I almost feel like whoever this may be resonating for, you're kind of just like, you know, okay, that was done, what's next. um the way that you know, decide to express yourself, or, you know, exert your energy, like I feel like it's done with a lot of confidence. um with the I have, but then with the Cancer, it's like because, you know, it's how you feel, like, you know, so life really is like a dance, like, and you know, it's almost like you can't be like, it's like you can be with this Taurus energy like very fixated, but not to the fixated, or the, you know, the level of fixation to where like you're unmovable, or like you're being stubborn about it. You still allow like your, you know, with the I feel your water to like shape you in a way. I like this a lot, y'all. What do I want to use? It's almost like for some of you, like I'm getting like the energy of like almost like another layer of you being like almost revealed to you. So it makes me feel like it may, be shocking to others, but it's not like shocking to you. Some of you could be very like alluring, or walk with like an air of intrigue mixed with like confidence. I don't know what word that would be. Like, because I'm almost feeling it like in two ways. Like, even though you're very, like, you may be very expressive, or, the way that you show up in the world, it may be like, it could give people like the effect like they know you because of how you present yourself, but there's still like an air of mystery that you maintain about yourself. And it's not like it's not purposely done. It almost feels like it's just natural, because it comes from the level of comfortability that you have with yourself. What's going on, Spirit? What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do you need as it pertains to the collective and this energy surrounding this full moon Taurus? Yeah, like, cause now I'm feeling like almost with this lunar eclipse energy, like your energy is almost like very or it can be very catalytic to other people. Like almost like when they encounter you, there's almost, they're saying, oh, my guides are saying, forever changed. They're forever changed when they meet you or when they encounter you. Like, you don't leave people the same. It's almost like I'm even getting the energy of like, for some of you, you may leave people better than you found them. One more, please. Yeah. And it like, because I'm getting like it sets off like, almost like a chain reaction within them. It's almost like kind of like, how they, not, and I don't mean it in this way, but it's a saying where they say each one teach one. But it feels like on a more spiritual or metaphysical level, to where like you may not go into situations or interactions with people wanting to teach them anything. It's just you just being you that creates this, like it almost feels like a ripple effect. So, bottom of the deck, wow. We have the Chariot, which, like I said before, is, it's forward movement. It's, a very balanced energy. It's discipline. It's focus. It's, it really is like staying in your lane energy. And I feel like this is how like you're showing up for some of you, like the Chariot energy within itself. And then up under that we have the Hangman, especially if you're a feminine energy, with the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Tower, and then we have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so even with this here, it's almost like I can feel with the Hangman, like you may have other people, like with a like you may leave them feeling like almost like an energy of trying to figure you out. And it's very, with the Tower here, it's like, again, this is almost like what I was saying about like the catalytic energy that you are. The Tower with the Eight of Wands, like it's almost like you're able to, especially with the Seven of Swords here, like it's almost like for some of you, you're able to like spot like it's really like an energy of like calling things before you see it, or before it happens physically. Like you're able to spot shit out. So it's almost like anything that was either trying to with the Seven of Swords, something shady, anything that's like either questionable or seems off, you are able to like spot it and like almost dismantle it immediately, is what I feel. And even if it's something that you've done in the past, it makes me feel like people are trying to like figure out like how do you know, or how did you know, or and it's almost like being in this energy, like you don't let anything, especially with the Ten of Cups being after the Seven of Swords, like you don't let anything steal your joy. You don't there's something here. Sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to pause like that, but I'm just trying to tune into it. Okay, sure. Because like I'm like this energy here, the Tower and this Eight of Wands, like the Tower is a very abrupt energy. And with the Eight of Wands, that's very fast moving. It could be like physical movement, it could be like communication as well. Um But it's almost like with just the way that your energy is, the way, especially like with your intuitiveness and how you utilize, like, your water energy, um, it's almost like anything, like, how can I say this? Like, anything that tries, like, because I feel like the energy of like trampling, like, anything that tries to come against you, especially like with this Seven of Swords here, or tries to like in some way steal or impede on, your joy, you end up like in a way like washing it out. It's almost like with the Queen of Cups in the Tower, like you're definitely like a master of your emotions, and that could almost like I'm almost getting like the energy of like send people into a frenzy because you're not reactive. But when you do react, oh man, or even if you've done this in the past, it's almost like I said, it causes people to like say if someone wants a reaction out of you in regards to, whatever a situation or circumstance, and they don't get that reaction, it's a tower movement for them because it's almost like they don't know what to do. And then that, and just by you like not reacting, you like change the course of events, and they're like, well damn, like how did you do that? And I'm not saying like it's that specific, but for some of you it can be, because it's almost like, I think it's funny, like some, like I said, your energy could, like make people feel like they know you but they really don't. um but to that effect, like, and I don't know where, people get off with this, but I mean, how you think you know somebody better than they know themselves? Like, who do you think that you are that, does not even sitting here doing these tarot readings? Like, I don't know anything about anybody, and I don't try to. I just am reading the cards, which is basically like, in a nutshell, how, the planets are communicating with each other. But I do have to like bring it down to real life so that it could be, understood. Um, so, like, even me, I don't know. Like, I mean, I know, like, because I've, you know, learned about, I had to learn about the planet energies before I could just get on here, turn and press record and start flipping cards. So we have the Seven of Pentacles coming out, which says waiting patiently. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, like, because now it makes me feel like someone um, is like, yeah, there could be, someone in this energy again. Like, it feels like there's someone here that's trying to figure you out with this Black Moon Lilith. And I hate to say it like this, but it's almost like someone is like, in a way, with the Ten of Wands, like, oh, thank you. Because I was about to say, I don't like the way that feels, Spirit, especially with the Empress. Because what I was going to say was like, it's almost like someone is waiting for your downfall. But what they're actually waiting for is to see how you do it. With, like, even with, seemingly like having a heavy load to carry, how you're still able to, show up as this, Empress energy. Oh my God. Then we have the Five of Wands and the Emperor. Yeah, it's almost like, for some of you, like, you could, I don't like, I get it, spirit, trust me, I really get it, but it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like for some of you, you could be revealing if you were, dealing with a masculine energy. Like they had you in like a testing ground for whatever reason to see how you handle or would handle like a situation. Um, this is like, forgive me, because I can feel it here, like how you're able to like handle the load, or a load or like a seemingly heavy burden. Because I don't even feel like you have this ten of wands behind you. I feel like the ten of wands is on the side of this masculine energy where they're they may even be struggling and wondering like, well, how are you out here like this empress, like, and really internally conflicted over, it's like an energy of like you could have been dealing with someone that was trying to test you, and they like actually end up testing themselves. Like the test wasn't for you, it wasn't. Or like it's almost like how in school where they're taking a test and like you can't copy off my paper, like what the fuck. They gave like it was two different tests is what it makes me feel like saying. And it's like somebody could be like wanting to know how you did on your test, and it's like they still working on theirs, like what, or struggling to do so. But I do also feel like there could be a masculine energy that like wanting to like test your like your fortitude, like test to see how solid you was, and realize like they wasn't even there. They at the five. Yeah, because I feel like this ten of wands is like they're like how, like it's almost like how did you let that shit go? Like is making me feel like what someone, or it doesn't even have to be just one person, but like people are trying to figure out like how are you able to like let shit roll off your back and keep going. And I'm not saying that you do, but everybody deals with their shit differently. Can I get one for Aquarius? I know, please. Yeah. And it's clear as day with the sun here coming out. Yeah, it's clear. It's because like you're in your own lane with the chariot energy at the bottom. You move according to your the beat of your own drum. And I don't like I like this is making me feel like very weird. Like who is this interested in like watching another person, like watching how they move or trying to figure out how they move? How about you just move the way you move? But as they see it now, huh? Because you know how they say it almost makes me feel like with the Knight of Pentacles coming out up under this chariot, like patience is a talent and peace is like almost a reward with the Four of Swords. And that's like how they see how you move. You're not in a rush. You're not interested in things that don't interest you. Like it's almost like, especially with the Four of Cups and the Ten of Swords, like if something doesn't serve you, you don't even waste your time. You get the fuck on. Like, ain't that what you're supposed to do? And that's how you maintain like this chariot energy. Like, oh man, can I get one for this lunar eclipse change? The lunar eclipse change. Yeah, we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. And these could, you know, people that, or either people or a person that could be like in this energy in regards to you. It's almost like they have a hard time allowing things to change. Like they hold on, you know, very tightly to, you know, wanting things to stay the same. They become like almost, you know, in a way too comfortable. So it kind of, you know, ends up dimming their light. And for some of you, like I'm even feeling with this star energy, like if you're someone that's comfortable with change around people that are not, of course they're going to try to not want you to be all that you are. And then it almost like leaves them in a very conflicted state on either like wanting to like, you know, join forces with you, you know, like get into alignment with you. But I even feel like because you coming down like to their level or stooping to their level is not an option. Like why would you even do that? Why would you dim your light so that you could be around people or, you know, a person that doesn't want to change? No, you stay right over there then. How about that? And hold on to whatever it is that you don't want to let go of. Have fun. Fuck. Yeah. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. And like I said, this is just reiterating what I already said with the Eight of Cups. Someone or multiple people are trying to figure out like how you're able to just, it's like you master the art of detachment, but not in like a negative way. Like, are you gonna like, this is like, okay, this is someone who knows like just as an example, someone who knows they're lactose intolerant, right? They keep going to get ice cream, knowing that, first of all, they know that they're lactose intolerant. They know that ice cream, you know, sets it off for them. And they keep going to get ice cream, knowing, you know, what the repercussions of that is going to be. So instead of stopping from eating the ice cream, they just keep doing it. And like this, I don't know who this is. Like, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you keep doing something that ultimately is hurting you? And I'm not gonna keep going to get ice cream, and for one, I know that it's gonna make my stomach hurt. So even if that was the case, after a while, you're gonna be like, you know what, I'm done with ice cream, and proceed to move on. You're not gonna keep doing it for what? I wouldn't give a damn if fucking, and I don't even know, Trey Songz was serving the ice cream, and I just like going to that ice cream place, and I wanted to see him all the time. So I'm gonna go get ice cream, knowing that ice cream fucks with my stomach. But just, like, I wouldn't give a two. I wouldn't give a damn. What? Yeah, like I don't know, y'all, but that's what it feels like. Like you're just able to you know, you let things go. And like I said, there could be, you know, persons or people that are trying to like uncover the mystery of like how you are able to do that. But it's like, it doesn't serve me. So why would I stay somewhere? Why would I keep involving myself in something that does not serve me? That is common sense. Can I get one for the sun? And then it's almost like they could also be wondering like, well, when are things gonna open up for me? Well, when you let go of the shit that, like, and I, to an extent, I get it, like, because you grow attachments to, certain things or certain, ways of being, or people, places, whatever the case may be. But if you know that, especially with the Eight of Cups that came out, if it's not serving you on a emotional or soul level, it really shouldn't be that hard to cut off. Can I get one for the sun, please? Yeah, like, cause this is your life, like, with Judgment and the Nine of Wands. So you only, like, you make the judgment call yourself to only align with what satiates you, what emotionally fulfills you. Like, this is giving me like the energy of like people who feel like, oh, because why, like, because I like this person has to like it. And if you don't like it, but it's like, but why don't you like it? Or like, why aren't you doing what we're doing? Because I don't have to. That's number one. I make my own decisions, my own choices. And why would I, it's been a while, but they're bringing me back to a reading that I did. I can't remember the title of it, but if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. If I don't want to go someplace, I'm not going to go. If I don't want to be around somebody, I'm not going to be around them. Like, it's not that difficult. Like, I don't understand. If I don't like something, you won't catch me with it, around it, nothing. And again, we have the Hanged Man, because it's almost like it's making people like stop and think, like, almost in a way like, well, what the fuck have I been doing? I've been aligning or seeking things with the Page of Wands that have been hurting me with the Three of Swords. Give me one more for the Four of Pentacles with this lunar eclipse change. Clearly, like, yeah, you got, in order, with the Ace of Swords, the clarity way, in order to get to, if this is not you, get to this area of the sun, or this feeling of the sun, and like living according to your own rules. First of all, you gotta cut some shit away. You gotta be alright with letting some shit go. Because with that clarity, with that cutting, you also get rid of what's hurting you. Why would? With the Three of Swords, like, ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yes. Oh my God, Spirit. The Six of Swords. You start moving in a new direction. You start heading towards better things, making better choices, aligning with better people, places, whatever the case may be. But it's almost like until you decide to do so, you're gonna, basically, with the Two of Swords and the Lovers, like, you'll just stay out of alignment, either with a person, place, thing, or even within yourself. But it's a decision. Indecision is also a decision. I want to get one for this patiently waiting, and then we'll grab the guidance or advice, because I don't like this energy, feels weird. Yeah, we have the Magician. Yeah, it's like people are wondering what you're doing. And then we have the Moon at the bottom, like, what you're doing. And it really feels like you're just doing you. Like, doing you doesn't, you don't have to tell people how you do you. You just do you. And this is like what, because it's almost like these people too were like, how can I create? How can I, do some shit? I don't, you just do it. What the fuck? Give me one more for this patiently waiting. Like, who's in this energy spirit? Because I just feel like someone is trying to uncover like it almost feels like some type of mystery behind you, but there isn't one. Yeah. These are people that create, confusion for themselves, or a person that creates confusion for themselves and ends up, being at a crossroads. But it makes me even want to say, like, but what does this have to do with you? If you're the watcher in this energy, like, what does it have to do with you? You can't, like, be worried about how someone does them. Because it doesn't feel like you're not even doing anything to anybody. These could be people that could even, like, not for nothing, because it's here, I'm gonna call it like I see it. These could be people that try to create confusion for others and wondering why it doesn't work on you, because you got your own fucking mind. What? Or somebody that tried to do something on you, tried to, confuse you, and ended up confusing themselves. Like, yeah, play with something that you like. You can't play with people like this at all. Like, You cannot be this worried or, invested in another person. Worry about yourself. Like that little girl said in the video. Her father said, he was asking her, he said, you want some help putting on your seatbelt? And she said, no. He said, you sure? She said, look, worry about yourself. She said, you driving. You in the driver's seat, right? You focus on driving. I got this back here. Like, oh my God. Yeah, like we have the chariot coming out. Like, it is what it is. Like, to go with this, like, yeah, like you don't, like I said before, like you move according to you. Like, you have your own mind, you have your own energy. You head towards things that are in alignment with you, that which, things that you value. You know, like I said, it's like you've mastered the art of detachment. That's really what it feels like. Where's this, like, let me get one for the chariot, and then we'll grab the guidance and the light, because it feels like people, yeah, I don't know. I really, like, this is, give me one for the chariot, please. Yeah. We have the King of Swords coming out. It's almost like giving me an energy because, like masculine, especially masculine air energy, like thinking as a masculine trait, I guess, where feeling would be more like feminine. And it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like you just use your mind for what it's made for. Like, you're not out here doing like shit that the mind is not supposed to do. You're very it almost feels like, yeah, this, thank you, Spirit. They're saying emotionally intelligent. You have emotional intelligence, and where, like, I don't know if these people lack it, or this person lacks it, or, you know, whoever. It's almost just like whoever is on the other side of this reading, like, they lack emotional intelligence. And it's almost like with the Hanged Man, it's like, it's a mystery. Like, you turn, like, it's almost like you turn people's perspectives, like, upside down. Like, because it's almost like they don't understand. And it also has them questioning, like, but why you not hurt? Like, how you know if somebody's hurt or not? Like, or why you not dwelling on the past or things that may have hurt you? Like, because is this not wise to do that? Give me one more. Yeah. Like, what? And this is just reiterating the balance. Yeah. Because you follow your intuition with the Hermit. You've done the self and soul searching that needs to be done. You know, basically, like, whoever this is, what this full moon could be highlighting to you is how you, what's the word I want to use? It's basically how you tackle the North Node energy. Because the Hermit is Virgo. Like, you taking the lessons from the South Node being in Virgo, and you're moving forward. Like, you're not dwelling on the past. This is bogus. Like, I don't know. And for some of you, it could be a masculine energy as well that I'm getting this King of Swords. Like, because sometimes, like, it's almost like whoever this is too logical. Like, they spend too much time in their mental space, almost like with the Magician, like trying to concoct, or like, let me get one. Give me one more for this Magician and the Seven of Cups. They like try to do too much, so they end up hurting, like they end up confusing themselves and hurting themselves. Yep. And we have the Five of Pentacles, which says struggle avenue, and then we have the mentally stuck way with the Eight of Swords. Yeah, like it's like they I don't know if they I really, I can't even say that. Because I just know how I move. Like, I wouldn't want to, you know, like intentionally do something to keep someone, you know, or put someone in a state of confusion for shits and giggles, or or like even try to cause someone, you know, some type of confusion by playing mind games or whatever the case may be. But some people are like that. But it's almost like if this is someone or people that you're dealing with that's like that, it's almost like what they thought they were creating for you, they created for themselves, because they did too much, or they're doing too much. And it's almost like, why do you even need to know what another person is doing, like, so deeply? If you focused on you, you'd probably be where this person is at. Like, not for nothing. Like, come on. But it leaves this, like, it's just, it's a very lacking energy to be in. Like, that shit comes from, I don't know, because I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. But it's just, like, It's almost like that energy of, like, you know, you struggling. If you're struggling, like, you want other people to struggle. And by whoever's in this energy, by doing that, even if it's you, like, hey, But by being in this energy, it's like you trap yourself off from getting to the 10. You trap yourself off. Or if you try to intentionally block someone from getting to the 10, they're going to get it anyway. Because it's not based on what you think or want for another person. It's what this person aligns themselves with within themselves. Like, you don't have no control over that. What is wrong? You don't have no control over another person. Like, this is crazy. Give me one more for this King of Swords. Yeah, for some of you, if this King of Swords is someone, they, it's like they see you, moving forward, where they're, like in this, they could have tried to like stop you or, cause some type of hindrance on your plan, but it's because they were coming from a place of this Ten of Swords. It was their own mind. And for some of them, they're seeing like the way that they were thinking, whatever their mentality was, it was of detriment to them. So it's almost like now this person is waking up. We have the King of Wands, the Hermit, the Tower, and the Death card. And knowing that it's time to make a change. Like, change is imminent here. The light bulb is coming on for this person or these people. Like, I gotta change. Or having this realization about you is automatically causing the change and transformation here. But it all starts with the self, with the King of Wands, actually wanting the change, and then doing the work with the Hermit, being introspective, worrying about what's wrong with you or what you got going on versus trying to figure out somebody else. What's the guidance and advice, Spirit? Whoa. What's the guidance and advice? What time is it? What's the guidance and advice, Spirit? We have the 11th house, which is friends. Yeah, the house of association. And bottom of the deck, we have the air element. Communicating. So for some of you, which is, the air element, 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, which is, come on now, you cannot make this shit up. You can't, bro. I swear. So for, like, I almost feel like if you're a feminine energy, okay, thank you, Spirit, because they're saying it's something you said. What I'm starting to really feel is like you could have been, attached to someone on either side of this, but it's something that you've said that, could be sticking out to another person in regards to what they may be going through. It could involve, like I said, multiple people, because Leah, I'm hearing like, how did you know? I feel like you're on the outside of this energy for some reason, where like you could have said something to this masculine who is like trying to figure you out because of what you said or what you seemingly know in regards to a situation they're going through with like some type of group or association. But I don't feel like you're a part of this in any way. Give me one for the 11th house, please, Spirit. Alright, let's see. 35 could be significant, which breaks down to an 8. So, the eighth house, it says, they all start with a quote. It says, "Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend." Anonymous. The three graces of hope, faith, and charity, the bond of friendship. Rely upon support from friends and other associations. Don't attempt to go at it alone. You will need help. The 11th house is all about associations and how we connect to others. It is the house of group alliances, ideals, and our aspirations in the public or social arena. This 11th house is commonly referred to as the house of friends, but it is so much more than that. It has everything to do with the collective that comes from groups, people who identify and align with each other to make social change. By combining our energies with others, we can make our world, but more importantly, the domain of others, a better place. The 11th house has much to do with our destiny, what we decide to give before we leave this earth, our soul's purpose. The 11th house deals with the greater good and living up to an ideal. The 11th house card says that we are not in this world alone and that it is time to aim higher and go among the broader society to work with others and share energies, as it's not a good time to work on your own. The support of allies and other groups are necessary. The 11th house points out how we are distinct. It's a reminder that we are unique among groups and friends. When this card turns up in the reading, the focus is on friends, what groups you belong to and who you associate with. To achieve your objectives, pooling your resources with those of others may be necessary. There will be changes in your friendships or associations, or possibly you may be able to achieve an important goal or desire based upon who you know. It represents a collective creativity. A friend may have the very information you need to further advance your cause or goal. Or it could be through the friendship of lovers or spouses that will allow you to attain your dream. This means you are to hook up with the right people at the correct time. Now it is all about the people you know and what organizations you associate with. Even though it's a fortuitous time to join a class, a club, a society, or a group, it is also important you be a standout. Others will support your individuality. Sometimes this card indicates the sudden appearance or disappearance of an old friend. The 11th house is also the house of stepchildren or children who belong to your lover. Issues involving such children may arise. Look to surrounding cards for meaning of the issue. The appearance of the 11th house card means the collective, those who support you as friends, but can sometimes indicate open enemies and rivals. It could just be a spirited competition between you and another, bringing out the best in both of you. But in the end, what works out is what works best for all. So it's not a good time to serve your needs only. It is time to be a comrade and give consideration to friends. And the corresponding tarot card for this is the Three of Cups. And okay, they're bringing me back to when the Ten of Wands came out with the Empress, the Five of Wands, and the Emperor. And what they're basically, reiterating is that for some of you, if you're going through this with a masculine energy, or if you've went through this or whatever the case may be, it's almost like how can I say this? It was like a healthy competition between you two. And if that was the case, you've actually helped this masculine who was struggling with their emperor energy, like in a way level up, or they're it's like them in this energy of like trying to figure you out. It's almost like they learned something from you, And also, like, if this is someone, like where I said for some of you, I feel like the majority of you are on the outside looking in a way like you're not involved in this situation, but it's from this masculine's interaction with you. They're realizing like what all you said and realizing how you moved and all of that is coming into play for how they're dealing with the situation wherever they're at, whatever they're doing. Yeah, and then we have the Eight of Swords, yeah, coming out for this, yeah, because it almost feels like no matter the scenario, this person has like really, like it almost feels like they back themselves into a corner with the Eight of Swords. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. And it's like this is someone who could be struggling with who and how to align with. Because even while I was reading this, I heard the Golden Girls theme song where she, they say in the song, "Thank you for being a friend." You could have been like the only true friend to this person. And if they perhaps chose or tried to I don't know, gaslight or cause confusion for you, it ended up happening to them in some type of way and wherever they're at. Give me one more for this Eight of Swords and then that'll be the reading. What's the Eight of Swords? Yeah, not wanting to change. Death with the Tower. But change is the only way to peace. Change and transformation. This person, I don't know, they're struggling to either change their mind or feeling like they can't. Why the Death card? Yeah, it's an idea or a mentality here with this Hermit. But I even feel like for some of you, this person may even decide to reach out to you and tell you, may even because I feel like wanting to tell you what's going on for some of you, but that's on you. But anyway, y'all, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I definitely hope that this resonated for some of you, and if not, it just wasn't your story, and that's fine. I hope everyone enjoys, the rest of this week, enjoys the energy of this full moon, and I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Later.